What is going on, guys? We are back with another video today, and we are doing another experiment on Madden 21, and I know the topic is still the Super Bowl, kind of, but, you know, I would never do that. I would never try to discredit Tom Brady. I would never do such a thing. I'm only doing this because everyone I always see says Tom Brady didn't deserve ring number 7. Now, I would never say that he didn't deserve some of his other rings either. That is just absurd. Who would ever say such a thing? However, it is an interesting thing to talk about because, of course, we all know Tampa Bay this season, their roster was easily a top 3 roster, of course. And we're going to see what would happen if they would have went a different route, or Tom Brady, per se, would have went a different route, and the Buccaneers were stuck with a different quarterback. Of course, I would never say Tom Brady got carried. Why would I ever discredit Tom Brady? No, of course, Tom Brady obviously helped this team tremendously. Don't get me wrong. Bringing in Leonard Fournette and Gronk and AB obviously helped a ton too. But let's assume those guys were there somehow magically without Brady, which is obviously isn't going to happen. Maybe AB, probably not. Maybe Fournette. Fournette's probably the only guy. Probably the only guy you get. Lenny, but obviously it's a stacked roster, so they all kind of benefited. All right, it wasn't the worst roster in the world, obviously, and Tom Brady did his thing regardless. But we have 3 names, the biggest 3 names that were the most likely option for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which would be Teddy Bridgewater, Cam Newton, and Mr. Jameis Winston. Of course, Winston would return to the team. We're going to see what happens if we sim the season with all 3 guys. So let's go and do this thing right now. And experiment number 1 did not go so well. It's the Teddy Bridgewater-led Tampa Bay Buccaneers go 5-11. They lost to the Saints, Panthers, Bears by a lot of points. The Packers, ironically enough. The Giants, the Panthers, the Rams, Chiefs, Vikings, Falcons, and Lions. As far as the stats go, trying to compare this to real life, Teddy Bridgewater with 31 touchdowns, 15 interceptions, 3,700 yards. Not terrible. Rushing, kind of similar to real life. The rushing touchdowns, that's really where it's lacking, is the touchdowns in general were kind of low. Receiving, kind of low as well. A little bit too even as well, I would say. Defensively, not really going to care too much about this. This is, if any, it's all kind of be randomized. But if anything's more randomized than the next, it would obviously be the defensive stats. Looking at MVP, no Rodgers in sight, number 10 there. Mahomes at number 1. Of course, we got rid of Tom Brady's existence, so we don't want to see him going top tier on any other team. And that's pretty much that for this sim. We'll take a look at who wins the Super Bowl in this universe, of course. It's a little more relevant than most videos because he's, the Buccaneers won the Super Bowl. They aren't here. So instead it would be the Saints and the Colts. Saints get past Tampa because there is no Tampa. They lose the Super Bowl anyways to the Indianapolis Colts. All right, the sim god himself, Cam Newton. 76 overall, not great. Obviously, his overall would have been quite a bit higher if he would have actually played here in Tampa because automatically the team around him is obviously going to help him out. I'm not going to say Cam Newton takes him to the playoffs, in my opinion, in real life. I don't think Teddy does it either, and we know Jameis unlikely to do so himself, but let's see what EA thinks here. And Tampa does make the playoffs this time at 9-7. Look at the regular season. So lost to the Saints, Broncos, Packers, kind of a trend in Madden. Kind of wish it was a trend in real life. Saints, Falcons, Lions, and the Falcons. Okay, that was interesting. Did they really play like almost back-to-back there? That's strange. Look at the statistical season, of course. The sim god GOAT himself, Cam Newton. Kind of a better season, especially if he has rushing numbers. Probably a better season than real-life Thomathan Brady. It's Thomas, but okay. Rushing numbers, pretty similar to real life. Mike Evans, really solid season. Antonio Brown, almost called him AJ Brown. Pretty decent stuff. Godwin kind of got cucked. And Gronk, pretty similar to real life. As far as offensive line, one of the best in the league. Does pretty damn well, of course. And then defensively, you can look at him. Maybe it means something to you. To me, it's kind of random. The stats were actually really good on defense, this one here. And as far as MVP, Newton all the way at 8. Really? Patrick Mahomes MVP again. Darnold at 2. And then Aaron Rodgers at number 3. Any award win at all? No, probably not, right? Cam, where is he? Am I missing something here? Was that season not really good? What? Am I missing something? Let me look again. Oh, we've been looking at the AFC. We must have done that the first time, too, because I'm an idiot. Nice. Nice. I am missing something. I'm missing my brain. I'm missing intelligence. There, you know. Hey, at least if you don't know what you're missing, you can never find it. PK today. Write it down. Packers versus Bucks. We already know how this goes. The Packers obviously win, just like in real life. Clearly, that's what happens. Why didn't they do it? No, wrong thing. Let's take a look at that matchup, see what happened. Besides an absolute schlacking, Cam Newton threw less picks than Brady, though. I'm just going to, hey, you know. Rodgers, a lot less yards, but similar touchdown. Well, same touchdown to pick. Hey, Aaron Jones, you didn't fumble twice. That's cool. Devontae, AB obviously played in this one because he wasn't injured. That obviously would have changed a lot. I don't think the Packers would even have a chance if Antonio Brown would have played, even though Scotty Miller kind of was playing better than Antonio Brown for the majority of the season. As far as the Super Bowl goes, the Saints versus Chiefs. Seems like if Tampa wasn't in the way, EA thinks the Saints were going to go all the way, and they do here in this one, 34-24. We now move on to the final simulation. And here it is, Tom Punter Brady at the third slot, backing up the clear best Buccaneers quarterback, famous Jameis Winston. Obviously, we try to make him a god in our Buccaneers franchise. It was going pretty well before the league kind of got deleted. Basically, restarted. Let's see if Jameis can get the team into the playoffs and maybe even the Super Bowl. As, of course, he couldn't do that really in the first place. And, now he's the Saints quarterback. And maybe he'll be their starter for 4 weeks until they realize he throws nothing but picks. And, the Saints are going to be in a bit of a spot. And we know the answer. Tampa needed Tom. Tampa needed Tom. Tampa needed Tom. I don't know why I wanted to break out into song. I really don't care who they lost to because, honestly, they sold. They sold. Jameis Winston was terrible. Good decision to get rid of him. Not that anyone needed to, have that validated. Of course, offensive line played pretty poorly. It just seems like teams, no matter who he's around, who's around him, they just don't want Jameis to win. And do I blame them? I don't know. I don't know if I do. But let's take a look at the awards. I doubt we would have had any. Mahomes, MVP 3 straight times. Should we just take a look at normal sim with Tom Brady and see what happens? Just for the hell of it. What do you mean? Where's Jameis? Clearly he deserves to be on the list. Oh, come on, man. Oh, yeah, and the Super Bowl winner in this one is between the Colts and the Vikings. And the Vikings win. All right, now for the final one, Mr. Tom Brady. 96 overall. I don't know if this is the most updated rosters. If it is, how is he rated higher than Rodgers? I'm just saying. But these are his ratings, obviously, super solid. So this should be a playoff season. If it's not, all these experiments for nothing, and I wasted your time. 10-6, of course. No force winning. I don't really have a horse in the race. Technically, I would want them to lose here, so then it's just like Sim's broken. Clearly, Winston would have led them to the Super Bowl and won it. Tom Brady, pretty similar numbers in real life, actually. I want to take a look at this dead on. Well, it's very close, right? 1 touchdown shy, same exact interceptions, a little bit worse completion percentage, and yardage about 100 less. As far as rushing goes, about similar to, what we've seen before. Mike Evans, Antonio Brown, really solid seasons. Chris Godwin, not bad. Looking at the blocking, not as great as you would have expected. Once again, if you're paying attention to the defensive stats, they are. The real question that I want to know, more than a Super Bowl, is Mahomes going to win 4 straight MVPs? And he will! At least this one's more realistic. Rodgers at 3, Allen at 2, Mahomes at 1. There's going to be someone in the comment section that hates Rodgers and be like, just like it should have been. Okay, dude, stop. As far as the other awards, Tom Brady at number 3. I don't know how Breeze... What? Okay, I guess he's a better offensive player, but not as good for MVP. Rodgers, best quarterback. Ooh, 2 wide receivers for Green Bay. What? Oh, Devin Funchess decided to play. Man, that was a great signing. But here it is. Can Tampa do it? Can Tampa do it? And it doesn't matter who it is because they're never getting out of round one. At least that's what happens when they don't have to play the Washington football team first round. Basically the third bye week of the year. Of the playoffs, at least. As far as stats go, Tom Brady did not play a great game here against Seattle, who obviously if they played Tampa in real life, they would die on that offensive line. And for our final trick of the day, we will take a look at who wins the Super Bowl, and then we will be out of your hair as we wasted your time. Saints versus Chiefs. The winner of this one is the Chiefs this time. The saga continues. But anyway, that is going to be the experiment video. I think we're pretty much done with any sort of Super Bowl stuff until maybe next year. Regardless, though, hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you have a suggestion for something like this or an experiment, or you want me to redo some sort of Super Bowl scenario or championship, playoff, whatever, let me know in the comments section below. You have a blast from pass idea, a career resim idea, a franchise idea, an update, thing to make our current franchises better. Let me know in the comment section below. I will look. Regardless, like I said, if you like the video, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new, follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, second channel, PK Plays, twitch.tv/Jeromepkr, probably a stream tonight at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, depending on when day this is uploaded, maybe not. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys come back for next video, but until next video,